So in this video, I'll be showing you some of the gameplay of Guildmaster Gratuitous Subtitle, the game I'll be releasing later this year. You take on the role of the Guildmaster and send heroes on quests in a party of 4. As they do quests, they will level up and you'll earn gold for equipping them with better items. Now, abilities in this game are item based, so the actions that will be available to the heroes will depend on what they have equipped. Each item provides a unique combination of attacks and other abilities. So coming up with a balanced party to take on each quest is a key part of strategy in this game. Between quests, you can explore the guild and talk to your heroes about their recent quests, and this is where much of the story and humour comes through. But for now, let's take a look at one of the quests from about a third of the way through the game, where we have to rescue a wizard from Goblin captivity. The Guildmaster teleports the heroes into the Goblin dungeon, and the quest begins. Okay, so we're teleported in, and the combat is turn-based, so we get to go first and move around in this tile-based environment. So we have a few different hero types here. We have a couple of melee fighters, Uth and Halia. Uth here uses blunt weapons, so he can do things like stun and bash the opponent away. Halia has a wounding attack and also a basic power attack called the Mighty Slash. Elmar here is a wizard of the elemental variety, so he's got a few attacks because of his staff here, such as the Cone of Ice, which is an area attack. He has an Ice Bolt. Cone of Ice not be good here because we can't hit anything apart from ourselves. Ice Bolt is pretty good for just direct damage. It penetrates armor, so that's nice because it's pointy. And we also have a Wind Blast, which allows us to push enemies away or towards us depending on what we want to do with that. So we can't actually, sometimes what you want to do is use the Wind Blast to push enemies towards you so your melee fighters can attack them. But in this case I can't push him far enough, so I'm going to use this to push this enemy out of the way so we can deal with him later. Bye! Okay, let's bring the Tuya in. She is a crossbow wielder and she also has a Vitalism wand. Vitalism is sort of life magic, so things like healing but also sort of life affecting energies that affect enemy targets as well. So the way ranged weapons like bows and crossbows work is they have a chance to hit, which depends on the weapon itself and the agility of the wielder. A power shot from this crossbow should be enough to take out this goblin, assuming it hits. There we go, 87% chance it hit, and now that pops up when it's the end of our turn. We have no more actions, so let's go. Then the enemy gets their turn. But fortunately, Uth is pretty tough. He's wearing armor, so that reduced damage a little bit. But there's a crossbow of their own up there. Okay, so because we pushed that goblin away, he couldn't actually reach us in time to do any real damage, or any damage at all. So let's move Halia, our fighter, into place. And what should we do here? We could do 6. This attack does 6 damage, but as you can see there, because it's armored, it says attack will do 5 damage. So that's something you need to take into consideration. Penetrating attacks, however, will go through the armor. But in this case, I'm going to try a wounding attack. So when we attack, you can see little pop-ups appear showing how much damage was done and the status effect applied. So now it's vulnerable, which means it will take more damage from the next attack. So if I use the Ice Bolt here, 9 damage, that'll be enough to kill it. There we go. Okay, let's bring the Tuya. Well, she's alright where she is. I think this should be enough to kill it. 87% chance. Do we believe? We believe. Okay, now it's just Uth. I'm sure he can take care of this goblin. Now he doesn't have enough damage to actually kill it, but he can stun it. When you stun an enemy, they don't get their next attack or movement. So effectively, he's helpless. Doomed to die at our hands. Well, our swords. So let's finish him off. There we go, got a crit. So because I have a couple of enchantment crystals which you can buy at the guild, we get some bonuses. One of them is melee weapon critical damage, which is quite nice. And the critical strike chance depends on stats. You can look at your your hero's stats here by right-clicking on their portraits. And I won't go through all this now because it's RPG numbers and so on and so forth. So yeah, let's just proceed further into the dungeon. So you may have noticed the Guildmaster's portrait up here. So one thing that the Guildmaster can do is every 3 turns they get to cast a spell of their own through the teleport crystal. So we have a few available, such as Cold, Protection, Energize, and Heal. These can be very useful in helping you out of a tough situation. So let's open this door and see what lies ahead. Oh dear, it's goblins! And look, it's a goblin wizard! Who ever heard of such a thing? Let's stun this guy, because he can do a lot of damage. Oh, it's got a crit too, so he won't be able to attack next time. Now the goblins, they do have the ability to evade, so they have a percentage chance to avoid any melee attack against them, except for Helia's, because she's been fighting goblins for a while and she knows exactly how they dodge and how to get around their dodging. So she can't actually kill this one, but she can get it down to 2 hit points. Now, I'm reluctant to bring the ranged characters into here, but we can shoot through the door here. That works. Let's also see if we can hit... we could hit the wizard, but he's already stunned, so he's not an immediate threat. Should be able to take out this goblin. Okay. Is that it? Oh, I've got the Guildmaster as well. Yeah. So, what do we want to do? None of us actually need healing right now. So, I'm going to cast Cold on... if I do this one, this will actually kill it, because it's quite a weak one. There we go. Okay, that's the end of the turn. So there's a lot of strategic thinking that can go into this game, into exactly where to put your heroes and... block. There's a percentage chance of a block. It's determined by this here, which is determined by a base chance depending on the character themselves and their agility, which you can level up every time you complete a quest with them. Now she's kind of surrounded at this point, so that's not great. So I think one way we could deal with this is have her move out of the way, bring Elmar over here, and then, yes, use the Cone of Ice. Chill out. Okay, so it didn't kill them, but it took them down to quite a low amount of energy. I mean health. Sorry, health is different to energy. I keep saying that, even though I made the game. Sometimes I say the wrong word. So let's see, that's 7. This will not be enough. Yeah. So I'm in a little bit of a pickle. What shall I do? Oath can actually do some damage. Yeah, even though I've played this so much, it still takes some thinking. Every situation is different, you know. Let's see. I think taking out the wizard is a good idea, although he doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough damage to do it. So I think the best thing to do is try to take out this goblin elite. So let's do a power attack, a mighty slash. I was hoping for a crit, but it didn't happen. It will show you the chance of a crit there, so 13%. Not great. Now there is a chance that this goblin will avoid. Oh! As if on cue, it evaded. It can be quite frustrating. But fun at the same time. So you've got to take into consideration the kind of enemies you'll be fighting. So goblins, they're not super tough, but they are evasive. Now evasion only works against melee attacks, so sometimes you might want to take in some ranged characters like these. Now Elmar is a bit squishy because he is a mage, and mages are squishy, and it's in their job description. And he just has enough energy left to cast another Cone of Ice. So not every attack, most attacks use energy, and you regenerate a certain amount each turn. But once it's down, you can't use those sweet, amazing attacks anymore, and so you got to plan for these things. So I'm going to do another stun on this goblin to take his elemental attacks out of the picture for the next turn. Now let's see. This is a penetrating shot, so it will go through the armor, and it costs less energy than the power shot. Just by one, but one energy can make all the difference. Oh, and she missed. Amazing. So Elmar's in a bit of trouble now. What should I do? I should at least let Halia here be a secondary target for them. Now I can't take out this guy, but I can take out this guy. There we go. So hopefully he won't be able to kill Elmar. He's got 10 health. He should be okay. Oof. I say that, but then the Goblin is... Oh, wow! See, the Goblin did an attack which called a vulnerability status, which meant the next attack against him did extra damage. This is where the Guildmaster's heal ability comes in handy. There we go. We're okay. Alright, now I think it's time for this Goblin to stop. Stop being a Goblin. There you go. Good for you. Okay. Now, as you can see, you may not be able to see, but we've run out of energy. The blue highlight around the box, around the buttons here, means that we cannot use these attacks. So let's bring in... This is a bit of a problem. What we can do, though, like I mentioned before, we can use the wind ability, the wind blast, to push this Goblin over here so that Halia can reach him and then kill him to death. There we go. And you got a crit when it didn't count, but never mind. That's how the dice rolls sometimes. Alright. That's the end of our turn. Just this Goblin left in the general area, and he's still targeting Elmar. That's mean. I'll show you for targeting my favourite wizard boy. Let's do the bash. Oh, he evaded it. Damn it. Let's see. Power attack. That will do. Well, mighty slash. I keep calling it power attack. That's what I used. That's what it was called in alpha, and I renamed it to mighty slash. But you can call it power attack if you like. We did it. Yes. Okay, Elmar. Now, I think it's about time that you show everyone your specialist healing abilities. Using his one of his abilities is using alchemical bombs. Actually, it's more fun if I do it this way. So just throw a bomb, smash, and it breaks, and showers everyone with healing stuff, which is quite nice. Now, Tsuya here has an actual healing wand, so we can have a go with that too. Costs energy, but restores health. It's a good deal. Alright, let's move forward. Ooh. Proceed further into the dungeon. Yes, indeed. So now we have a situation with many, many goblins. Now when you proceed into the next area, it will restore your energy to full. One reason I did that is because, well, you could just hang about in the area before and manually end your turn 5 times to do it, so why not just give it to the player as is. So there's a few different ways we could do this, but I think this is the best way. We'll get 3 of them like that with the Cone of Ice. There's quite a few different area attack spells, all based on the elements, like Fireball, sort of thing you'd expect. There's a Tornado and Lightning Bolt, which I quite enjoy. Let's do our old strategy again of stunning the Goblin here. Okay. Let's see. Can't take out this Goblin with 1 attack, so let's try it with 2. Okay. Now, can you hit with this? Probably. Good. Okay. Let's see what the Guildmaster can do. Now, this can do 6 damage, which means it can take out... Can't take out you, but it can take out you. Another thing it does is it reduces the target's energy, which can be very useful because it stops them from using their more powerful attacks. So I'm actually going to use it on this Goblin Elite here, and it will reduce his energy down to 0, so he'll only be able to use his most basic attack. So I hope you like the look of this. If you like turn-based, strategic, tactical combat, yeah, basically I set out to make the kind of tactical gameplay that I really want to see in games. The kind of gameplay where your decisions really matter, and there's a lot of ways to lose and several ways to win. So finding those strategies is I find quite enjoyable. Yeah, Even though I've played it so much, I still find it somewhat challenging at times. I have been working a lot on like tweaking the balance of the game, so so it's a challenge without being too difficult. There will be difficulty modes as well, so people of different skill levels or levels of interest in playing through all the strategy elements will be able to play and enjoy it. So let's see, this does 6 damage. Before we try that, let's try the low not the low probability, but the non 100% chance hit first. In case we miss, I would want to take out that enemy first. So this goblin crossbow can hit us from anywhere. This one cannot. So let's do an ice attack on you. Reduce your energy and your health, so you shouldn't be able to hurt us too badly. Oh, it's coming around the back. Oh, Elmar's nearly dead. This is bad. Crossbow, please don't shoot Elmar. Okay. Oh no, he's got 1 hit point. Oh dear. Oh. This is it's not a good situation. Alright, he's still alive. I think it's about time to throw some healing bombs at the floor, don't you? Let's move Natuya into place as well, so we all get hit by it. You also need to avoid hitting your enemies with this, because it will heal them. All the area of effect stuff doesn't care if you're an ally or an enemy. So, okay, he has no actions remaining because he just did that. Let's see if you can take out one of these. I think you can. Yup. And then let's take out you. Uth has a go. He's low on energy, so he won't be able to... Yeah, he won't be able to kill any of these. At least hit it, though. So that's nice. I have to say, I really like the music in this. I know that's kind of tooting my own horn a bit, since this is my game, but I didn't make the music, I did commission it, and it's incredible work, and I'm very happy with it, and I think it adds a great deal to the game. When I added sound effects, and then later when I added music, it really breathed this new life into the game. And some people play games with the music turned down or without the sound on, and that kind of blows my mind. Like, why would you it's like deliberately turning the sound down on a TV show and watching it with the subtitles or something. Okay, let's take out you. Okay, and you. See if we can hit with this one. Oh, he evaded. Okay. I really think I should heal Elmar at this point. I could try to take out some further sources of damage, but I think keeping him alive is a good idea. Oh, I almost forgot. I have Guildmaster healing as well. Cool. Now, when your heroes, quote, die, they won't actually die. They'll be teleported back to the guild for healing. So there is no permadeath. If all of your heroes fall, you'll just have to restart the quest. So you don't have to worry about losing any of these heroes permanently. It's not Darkest Dungeon. It's definitely not that. I do like Darkest Dungeon a lot, and I considered going with a style like that, but ultimately I decided to have a sort of preset cast of characters and make it so they all, so there's no permadeath. That was my preference. So you can just focus on the tactical combat and trying to get through the levels. I do think it's still quite challenging, despite the lack of permadeath. You don't need permadeath for a game to be challenging, I don't think. Okay, although it helps. Okay, oh, I evaded. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit careless here, but never mind. Let's see if we can take out one of these. Yep. Okay, Elmar, you're lagging behind. What are you doing? Why are you all the way down here? This is me just not managing my party very well. I always play games less well when I'm talking. It's a great foundation for a Let's Play channel, isn't it? Okay, this might be a problem. The Goblin's going to have a go with his own ice bolt. And there's another crossbower. Okay. Let's try to push this one away. There we go, that worked. Okay. Tuya is nearly dead. Let's heal her. Okay. Bring Elmar in. Is there a way I can use the cone here? Not really. It's not best positioning for it. Actually, I can get 2 of them there. Is that worth it though? Probably not. Let's just do this. That actually won't kill it though. Nor will this. He can't get out of the way. She's too far away. I really planned this poorly. You think I'd be good at my own game, wouldn't you? I can kill you with this though. There we go. Okay. Let's use the Ice Bolt on the Goblin, because it will reduce the Goblin Wizard, because it will reduce their energy. Elemental attacks tend to take a lot more energy than other kinds of attacks. Yeah, it's just hiding now. He's like, I've got no energy, I'm cold. Okay. Ah, damn it. Okay. Let's use the Tuyu's special ability, which is Night Walk. So she can basically teleport like that, which can come in very handy. Getting out of a little scrape. Unfortunately, she used up all the energy she needed to attack here. Let's focus on the Goblin Wizard. Yeah. Yeah, because I can't get him out of the way. If I... No, that won't... Wind Blast, of course. Being able to move your enemies around can be very useful. Then, we've got room to move Halia into place, who can then finish him off. See, that kind of emergent... Is it emergent? I don't know. That kind of combination of the hero's different abilities to allow them to take out these enemies. That's the kind of strategy I really enjoy in games like this, and the kind of thing I tried to bring to life in Guildmaster. Gratuitous Subtitle. And I hope if you like that kind of gameplay, you will enjoy this too. Let's see. I probably could have taken out this Goblin if I'd thought more carefully about it. Never mind. Let's see. Does anyone really need a healing bomb thrown at them? We have none left. That's unfortunate. So these alchemical flasks, you only have a limited supply of them. There we go. Okay, so let's just heal you. You can take out this Goblin. There we go. So from here we go further into the Goblin dungeon, but I'm going to leave it there because I just wanted this to be a little taste of the gameplay in Guildmaster. And yeah, this game will be coming later this year, definitely. And yeah, I'm quite happy with it, where it's going. It's in beta now, it's being tested, it's being tweaked, a few little bug fixes here and there, and yeah, shouldn't be long now. I'm very excited to finally release my first commercial game, and I hope you will follow the development and perhaps wishlist it on Steam. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.